The Texas Border Force is coming. It's November 19th, 2024, and these are your headlines. Well, it could be coming. It depends on what the legislature ultimately ends up doing when they meet next year, but legislation filed in the Texas Senate would create a Texas Division of Homeland Security in order to enforce border security laws. Senator Bob Hall filed the measure last week, Senate Bill 135, that would mandate that the Texas DHS be established to enforce border security legislation and intercept human and drug smuggling operations. The new agency would coordinate efforts between local, state, and federal border security agencies while leading intelligence gathering and investigations into criminal actions at the border. Senator Hall says that Texas cannot afford to wait on the federal government's response, and Texas must act decisively to safeguard communities and to protect the state. Kennedy County Attorney Brent Smith agreed and argued that a dedicated border security agency in Texas is needed now more than ever. And as a reminder, for those of you marking your calendars, the 89th legislative session will begin on January 14th. Governor Greg Abbott has issued another executive order, this time aimed at strengthening Texas' defense against hostile powers, namely the Chinese Communist Party. He also included North Korea, Iran, Cuba, Russia, and Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in his order. Now, this executive order directs state agencies, public institutions of higher education, and other key sectors to bolster security measures, safeguard critical infrastructure, protect intellectual property, and secure personal data against threats from these hostile powers. The executive order is designed to prevent Chinese influence and espionage operations within Texas's state government. And among the key provisions of the order is increased scrutiny for contractors, enhanced background checks, gift and travel restrictions, and restrictions on government contracting, specifically with foreign governments. Governor Abbott's latest move is part of broader efforts to protect Texans from growing foreign threats. This includes a heightened awareness of coordinated efforts by the Chinese government to target individuals of Chinese descent in Texas, especially those, this is important, who criticize the Communist Party of China. He issued an executive order yesterday directing the Texas Department of Public Safety to counter what he's described as harassment campaigns by the CCP against Chinese Americans in Texas.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macia Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
A Houston man has been charged with attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist group. That's according to the U.S. Attorney General's office for the Southern District of Texas. On Thursday, it was announced that Anas Saeed had been indicted for attempting to provide material support to the Islamic State of Iraq and al-Sham, or ISIS, as we commonly know it. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Houston, Saeed admitted he was planning a terrorist attack on U.S. soil from his apartment in West Houston. He also admitted to researching how to conduct an attack on local military recruiting centers, offering his home as a safe sanctuary to ISIS operatives and bragging that he would commit a, quote, 9/11 style attack if he had the resources. Court documents reveal that social media accounts linked to Saeed contain messages and posts that showed him allegedly supporting ISIS and the violent attacks that are carried out in its name. Additionally, law enforcement executed searches of Saeed's residence, vehicle, and electronic devices, which unveiled activities relating to the creation and dissemination of propaganda on behalf of ISIS. FBI Houston said that Saeed was arrested last week, and the agency is proud to have stopped a potential terror attack. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.